So after that, I don't know.
Where's the studio at?
Over at Brandon's crib. Over at, where is it?
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla.
Is Brandon still around?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to Atlanta.
I guess he didn't go. He didn't go yet, but he been chilling in the studio, just making beats, getting ready for shit to go. You already know, getting ready for the future, cause the next batch of music, like Brandon's by a lot of making all the beats and doing all the different things. Cause I think Crook, he's been like one of the most underrated producers around Fredericksburg. Avery, if you can agree with that, like so, it's definitely his time. So
does Brandon make both y'all's beats?
He made some of mine. I use some of his beats.
Yeah,
okay.
For the most part.
What about the one what was the song I was listening to?
Yeah,
that's me and you. Brandon didn't make that one. That's a dude named Dom Giddy Beats. One of my friends from high school, dope producer. He made that one, and then the next one is Extendo.
Shout out Dom Giddy.
Yeah, shout out to him. Extendo, the next track on that pack is made by Takeaway. You know Take.
Shout out Take.
Hell yeah. So he made that one. Most Toxic Traits, Brandon didn't do any of the songs on that, but the next batch of music that we got coming is pretty much gonna be all Crook, pretty much.
And y'all get V1 Prodigy, is that his name on Instagram? Y'all get Prodigy to do your videos, don't you?
I know.
I had Prodigy.
And he's gonna be, shout out to Prodigy, because definitely I'm gonna be hitting him up soon. I know we definitely gonna end up working with him. I know Hondro on my team, that's the guy we trying to work with. He's the next video guy coming up.
Because I know Prodigy's doing like a bunch of music videos for different people, and he's been doing promo videos for I Smoke Shop, because he did the video for our comedy show.
Yep.
And, cheers, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Avery.
Gotta drink. Virgo season too, man. I'm drinking all month, man. It's my birthday month.
Yes.
I just gotta finish before.
He said mine. Our birthday.
That's a fact.
Some Virgos gotta fight Virgo.
11 and 12. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
That's how we do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
But I just want to say, like, that's the whole point of G-Mine, Gold. You know what I'm saying? Gold Mine. We trying to keep everything in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Keep the money cycling in the house, in the family. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, we got Lydia, we got J.L.D, we got Avery. We did a cold start.
Oh, yeah, we started talking and shit.
You're supposed to already know who they are. Like,
Yeah.
That's how in depth we was into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to roll on it.
Yeah.
You know, when man made the wheel, he didn't say, yo, I'm about to make a car. He
Yeah.
just
Right.
like, yo, look at the wheel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hate forcing the conversation. I feel like sometimes I force it too much, and then like the podcast just comes off.
How do you feel as like a host of a podcast? Because like I went through a lot of changes doing that as well. Like how do you deal with the differences?
It's like different guests require a different like attitude or a different tone. Like if I have somebody on that's like an author,
right?
You know what I mean? Like I want to actually talk to him and pick his brain and shit. Thank you, Scott. Give it up for Madman Shock Monkey Radio.
Shock Monkey Radio.
But like, man, I went back and watched. Cause I'm going back now to watch my episodes. I haven't done that yet. So I watched the second episode, the one I did with Mitri Nelson from Art by Meech,
nice.
Vibes and Paint.
He's hella nice.
Yeah, dude, he does a lot of good work.
Nice.
It was him and Mike Willis, and y'all know Mike. He was at the show on Saturday, Monty's show at the Rec Center.
Yep.
Man, I went back and watched that, and I have hated the way that I was talking so much. I was like, "Oh my god, bro, you sound like an NPR host right now."
That's the process. Like I'm going through that with watching the show from last night, like learning different things because now we're about to start performing more. So now it's like got to go back to the performing. Me and Avery gonna have to be practicing performance and how to be able to do our vocals without the fucking lyrics and shit like that.
That's usually how I go. Like back when Bourbon was doing the open mics, I used to just do instrumentals and just memorize all my lyrics and then just spit my lyrics off of the mic. And like that's the way I prefer performing because I mean like if you're going to have the song already recorded and you want to like take out the main vocals and still have the ad-libs, that's even better. But it's you're going to have to talk to your producer about that. I didn't have that back then, but now I do now.
Exactly.
Are you guys learning how to use the technology yourselves so that when you get a song, you can look at it and go, because like where I live, like I said, I got another studio, and I was just working with it the other night. And I've worked with Tony B and Chubb and some other guys around music too. And like,
shout out Tony B.
Yeah, shout out DJ Tony B. But to like go back and mute like one line, because you know it's like here's your drums. Yeah. Here's your drum loop. Here's your lyric loop. Here's this loop. Here's that loop. But it's all kind of in a line, so you can just go hit mute and mute the fucking lyric loop.
I've been more experimental with that lately. I think now with the process for this next project that we've been making with Crook, learning how he actually puts the beats together, and then picking the sample I want, and then seeing how he picking that right spot in the samples.
You want to hear some funny shit?
What goes into that picking samples?
For the most part, I have, shout out to Lee. Lee been sending me a lot of, like,
it's really off of, like, your personal favorites. You know what I mean? Like, what style you want to go with and what beat you want to choose for your albums. I mean, it's a long process, but it comes off of just your personal preference.
I like a lot of soulful stuff, so we go back to the 70s, a lot of Teddy Pendergrass, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And we take those little snippets and then put those into a beat, put a nice little 808 pocket behind it, and then make it more hip-hop. Shout out to Fisherman Cap, Lamonte Bombay.
Yeah, I love Lamonte, man. He's come to a couple of comedy shows and fucking performed for us.
I've known him, man, for a long time in the music shit. Before, when I first started, I was trying to help him, like, even manage, you know, just be his manager as far as music. So we've been in it for a long time, but he's been also helping with this project. And just being behind both of him and Crook, man, the things they do, the producer is like one of the most key parts to everything. And then on top of that, they record the shit too.
Shout out to Mike, made it.
Yeah, hell yeah, like real shit. And then you got like Michael Milner.
That's what I meant.
Michael Milner, yeah. Fucking Mike,
Jim.
like everybody, all the producers. I ain't take away. Everybody, we gotta really big up all the producers, especially part that work with Golden Mind and everything. Like,
well, working with different producers, you could attack with different flows. They challenging you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like some could be calm, so you gotta attack it calmly, and then they can give you like a mountain of a beat, and then you gotta like achieve that motherfucker, and then motherfucker could give you like a hellish type of beat, and then you kill it, and then like whole time you get back to your catalog, you be like, damn, like I was rapping and shit like that. You like I was doing that, and then you could now you know yourself so much better. You could start a beat, however, whatever you can get, whatever beat, and attack it how you like it, because now you done seen through everything, so you know like how to attack everything.
I got you. Okay, it's kind of like doing comedy. It's like you perform in different groups in front of different crowds. You figure out which works.
Big crowds, any type of crowds. Though the key is to keep it coming and be consistent with it, and then you don't even realize you're good. You get off stage, people like, "Yo, you killed it." You be like, "Oh, like."
By the way,
I would have thought that was some.
You fucking killed it the other night, dude. And you too. You guys were a lot of fun, bro. That was a fucking good set. That was a lot of energy, man. I love seeing the whole fam out there and everybody really doing
I thought you were talking about my comedy set, but
no, I would never give you guys credit for my comedy.
But that's the y'all want to hear something? Y'all talk about producers. Look, I tried to make this beat last night.
You made that last night?
Yeah, it got so annoying.
You're learning though.
Yo, I tried. It got so annoying. I was like, yo, let me go to sleep if I throw my phone.
No, you're gonna. That shit'll pop up in your head another time. You'll be like, hold on, what if I did the tempo like this and put a drum here and a bass here?
I do not know how this shit goes, but
and that dumbass.
I'm learning more and more about it, and like I'm trying to get the melody part down. Because once I get the melodies down, I know I'm gonna be a problem. Cause I know when the fucking snaps is needed, and I know when the kick is needed. But as far as getting like a bass melody that can fucking like you can use throughout the whole song, that's where I have a problem.
Another thing too is once you guys start learning more about the software and how to build a beat and produce one, is when you go and freestyle like you were before we started the show. Then and you have those certain flows that just kind of come out naturally. Then you can go do that at the microphone and then go build your beat around it.
That's why I always write.
Like freestyling, like with this next project with Toxic Trace, it was different because I never really freestyled. Avery comes from freestyle. Cause I remember back in the day on the bus, there's freestyling all the time. I mostly just be writing all the time. So with this last one with Mike, shout out to Mike Milner and they have a different way of approaching them. You know how the new music now, everyone's punching in.
And I definitely love their way. I love their way. Like, there's a lot of new shit that be sounding like corny and shit like that, but they waves definitely sound.
It's like it's like a new wave of how to record. So a lot of Toxic Traits, well, really most of it is just me just literally just freestyling, and then if I like something,
if it makes sense, it sounds like some trap, 90s R&B.
Makes your cadence
like,
really different.
It's
a cadence you can't match if you're straight.
It's really weird, bro. It's like it's wavy, and it's like
it's wavy.
It's wavy. You can talk. It's like you could You can talk about your chick doing you wrong with that style. You can talk about getting a come up.
Wavy, like funky, like wavy.
Yeah, bro. Like everything funky.
Imagine having a blunt. Like a lot of times we was recording in my
You can
crib,
just play that shit.
You smoke a blunt,
Wavy.
had a beat in your junk. You just
okay. I'm with you now.
And then all of a sudden you stop, punch. I like that. Keep that.
It's definitely smoke
going.
music.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's Zen music.
So what kind of? You said Teddy Pendergrass stuff. My buddy Rory, good friend of mine. I need to get him on the podcast. But he used to take in.
Right.
No, not Rory at the Rec. A friend of mine named Rory Gordon. I've known him since high school. But
anybody need a refill?
he was. Yeah, sure. I'll take a refill, bud. He was like really obsessed with Parliament Funkadelic there for a little while, and had like I can't remember the Mothership Connection. I think he had that vinyl, and was listening to it and sampling stuff off of it.
Yeah.
So like, what you named Teddy Pendergrass and some others. What were the other ones that you named?
I know lately we've been doing Common. What was that one we did? I can't remember. We do so many.
We have a lot.
What about you, Avery? What's some of the old school stuff that you like to go back and listen to and sample?
I mean, if I had to, I'll sample like some Luther, Stevie, Ohio Plays, this, that.
Ohio Players. Yeah, that's how.
My
Yeah.
favorite is, I know Cap did one for me. Erykah Badu Joan. I forgot which one it was, but I love Erykah Badu shit. It's got that tempo that I want for like the next project I want. Like I feel like my pocket is like more like like a Nas type of style. Like the beats kind of be able you can tell the story.
Yeah.
So that's the next evolution I'm trying to get to.
Nigga, that's how you gotta see yourself.
I
I remember when I was like first getting in the game, I had this boy shout out to Beats by J Black. He don't need no shout outs. That nigga well established. But he did a track. He did what's that? Drake had this one line with Wayne songs like, "So tell your girl to tell a friend that it's time to go." And he did this track for me, it's called "Tell Your Friend." It goes like, "Tell your girl to tell a friend. Tell your girl to tell a friend. Like I like my chicks in twos."
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that track?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was one of my favorites. So it's like it ain't old school, but like you get the right vocal, you can make whatever happen with that.
Yeah, I love like the melodic type of beats. Like Brandon took like some like melodies and just kind of stuck those behind like an 808 type of hip hop type of beat and just stuck that melody and it just gives it enough to where it's like, oh yeah, that feel. Like I like that soulful feel. That's what I'm going for next. Like I feel like Toxic Traits for me was like the next project coming out was more like stepping into like what the realm of music is now. No, I want to step into like I feel like it was.
What's the next realm?
I feel like it was
different. It was different.
It was different. I feel like it was stepping into what everybody else is doing. Like, I feel like when I first started making that jump, I don't know if you ever feel like this as an artist. You feel like you try to go with what the wave is. Because you gotta understand.
How do you start one?
No, the thing is,
right.
You could be in the game, but as soon as you drop your project, that's all good. But then by the next time you drop your project, there's gonna be new niggas in the game, and there's gonna be a new way that you're gonna have to compete with the sound. You know what I'm saying? So I do know what you're feeling like. You got a sound you gotta compete with.
Like I wanted to be able to be like, you know what, I could do exactly what y'all are doing at the same time and still kind of put my own sauce on it because I hear that.
That's what Jada be doing.
I still put everything is steamed out. Toxic Traits, it comes off of the last project for her. Everything's still a book, how I normally want everything, but it was more of the style of music where I like the bit to slow things down where you be able to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
they be trying to get me to slow down.
You're not
I'm more fast paced.
You like hype.
You already know, but I be having to take my time. They teaching me that, but it's actually it's making sense.
You know what's so crazy,
it's
Scott?
Making sense.
This is what I want. This is the main thing I want to talk about when we got here. You know what's so crazy how rapping and fucking comedy is such the same because I'm learning a lot. I've been going to a lot of your comedy shows to learn because I'm trying to learn how to produce.
Yeah, we can learn from all performers.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to produce Avery's comedy, right? And I started watching more and more. I'm like, yo, this shit is like the same thing when you go up there and you talk. It's a bar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know a punchline is a bar. No matter in comedy or in rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How many of some of the best rappers that we grew up listening to were like real good punchline rappers?
Imagine if 50 Cent was on stage. Yeah. Imagine 50 Cent, a comedian. I love you like a fat kid, little cake. Had a whole stage dying. He said fat kid like that.
Lil Wayne and Eminem are two of the best punchlines.
Imagine him if they was
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah, exactly.
Eminem as a comedian. Imagine that.
Be
mean,
hilarious.
yeah.
He'd be hilarious.
He'll probably be getting blackballed like all the time. Like,
sure.
'cause for
Some
saying
people might think
raunchy
it's
shit.
gimmicky, but
Yeah.
fucking Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky's a funny
hilarious.
motherfucker.
And he's a
This
really
is
talented
exactly
rapper.
what we're talking about. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I look at Lil Dicky at a high standard because he is a rapper comedian. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I fuck with him. Like when
He's funny as hell.
I found out
Yeah.
he had an FX show, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely about to rock this."
Yep.
Because like I thought it was gonna be cliche, and I was like,
It's really well
I was
done.
proud to be wrong. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I was proud to be wrong that it wasn't as like cliche as I thought it was. It was like legit. He had YG up in there. He had like Ty Dolla Signs, like real ass situations. Shit was dumb funny.
What was the other dude they had on there? Trippy Red?
Trippy Red? They
Yeah.
had Paco from Our Future.
Benny Blanco.
Yep.
He's like one of the most well-known producers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kylie, Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Justin
Yeah,
Bieber, Chris
Bieber
Brown.
was in it. Chris Brown was in there? Which I gotta see. Look, I probably was tripping
Isn't
on
it
that.
Freaky Friday? What y'all talking about?
But he
Lil
did.
Dicky.
We're talking about his show.
His show, his show.
I think he had him on there. Maybe.
And I wouldn't see why not.
I got you.
Yeah, you gotta look.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah.
Who are y'all? Who are your current day influences or favorite rapper? Maybe not influence. Who's your favorite rapper to listen
Dave
to?
Chappelle.
How about Lydia? She hasn't talked a lot.
Yeah.
Let's hear
We're
your
tired of hearing
opinion.
about us.
I mean, cliche. Obviously, I'm gonna say you, but I listen to his stuff all the
You see
time.
my eyes roll?
But if I could pick someone else, I'm really into Brent Fayez.
Brent Fayez.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
She
who
be
that is.
putting niggas on.
R&B,
Okay.
hip hop. Yeah.
Shout out Brent
Ish.
Fayez, because a lot of people don't know he's from Baltimore.
Yeah,
out
he's
here.
from Maryland. He's
Okay.
very good.
Okay.
He can
It's,
sing
it's
like
crazy how many people from out here actually are popping, and they
And people from out here don't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like, your home will not get you on, bro. They will
So
not
that's what I'm
respect
saying.
you
We
till you
learning
leave.
that. We
Yep.
Yeah, we
learning
learned
Yep,
that the
yep.
hard
I
way.
mean,
We'll
even
respect you too.
I mean, even now, like, I think y'all know what I'm talking about as far as the other night. We're not going to get too far into it, but even that is a prime example of just being around here. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's just like...
But don't make that happens everywhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It does.
And a lot
happens
worse in
everywhere.
other places.
That's
you know
exactly
what I
what I
mean?
was about to say.
Exactly.
It's a lot worse. But
They
that's
did
a
tear
lot.
gas us when we marched, and I've seen a lot of shit happen. I mean, I watched some stuff go down the other night that seemed like it was unnecessary, but nothing was forceful, and
You know
there
what I'm saying?
didn't seem to be like any
It could have got way
overt
worse. You know
fucking
what I'm saying?
racism. You know, like
It is
it's
what it
really
is.
bad in other
Nah.
places.
I saw new cops though. I saw cops that I ain't seen.
It's crazy,
before.
man, because like
Yeah,
so
me
many
too.
like hating, like, and it's so crazy because you go on, because we perform, everything was cool, then you just go and you end up. It's always that one person who feels like, yo, I'm about to go talk that shit. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. and, then all of a sudden it's gotta become a consequence because
Yeah.
you know you gotta defend yourself at
Yeah.
the end of the day. So, and then all of a sudden now we can't end up having shows, and now we can't do these.
Nah,
different
that
things
dog. What? I mean,
just because of these.
just because
Mike Willis
just 'cause
talked
we
about that
can't
on the
have
second-
shows. I'm sorry.
You
Just
go
because
ahead.
something happened and we can't have shows there, don't mean we can't have shows
And we gonna
anywhere.
be able to-
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's
We
unfortunate
can't
that
take it
happened, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
But
about
shit like
saying
that's
this
gonna
is life.
happen anyway.
Exactly.
And the reason that might have any kind of backlash on you guys or the show or whatever isn't because of that show. It's because all last weekend, both nights, shit was popping outside every bar.
Yeah.
Everywhere downtown Friday and Saturday night. People were getting fucking.
That comes with just the environment. I wish people
But y'all
understand
understand
that
what we
take it
going through, right?
serious like that.
Y'all know that we under Mars retrograde, right?
Oh yeah, we going through a shift.
You don't-
We going through a
Mars
universal shift.
retrograde or
Yeah,
Mercury?
universal shift.
It's
Every-
Mars.
every-
Oh,
a lot
totally.
of shit is happening.
I'm pretty sure it's
A
Mars.
shift in consciousness.
Yesterday was-
They said for the next 2 months from September 8th
Yeah.
to November 13th.
I didn't know you were into astrology, Avery.
I was, you know what I'm saying? If it piques my interest, I was.
Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard? Yeah.
Wizardy boppity boop.
Can you talk to my dog?
Well.
He wants to be walked.
He does.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that before y'all got here, because he was talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah."
You're a wizard too? My brethren. My brethren.
Oh my god. My brethren.
All right, Muggles, be gone.
Yeah, we are going.
You're a
through
wizard, Avery.
We are going through a universal shift though, and it's like it's actually things are changing until you really shouldn't make any important decisions until January 1st, is what they say, because everything's about to change. You think about the virus and all these things changing.
Election years are already like that. The stock market gets weird. People start holding on to money.
I don't want y'all thinking that you don't have to do nothing and shit's gonna change. You have to make a fucking move for yourself. Yeah, you can't just be sitting on the couch waiting for January 1st. Yeah, like,
every election season.
It's gonna change January 1st. I'll just wait.
Every election year, fiscally responsible people they get tight with their money. They don't spend a lot of money in election years because they're waiting to see who's going to be president, how it's going to affect the stock market, and so on and so forth.
I'm just getting.
Now you add fucking coronavirus on top of that. You know, racial injustice, police brutality, fucking
pandemic.
It's crazy.
You got communes of fucking communist hippies trying to take over entire cities and the
what you think about
Pacific Northwest.
That shit's
I'm just saying, I'm just being good at being broke because all successful people go broke before they go up.
Bro, that's a fucking fact. I had to go through that right now.
I'm getting it out the way.
Look,
right, yeah.
I invested all my bread, and now I'm dead broke. And it's like, I'm at the right time. I feel like it happened at the right time because it's like everything went through a shift. So it's like a lot of people are struggling at this time, so you don't have to feel alone in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people doing better than a lot of people. And you got to think, everybody's struggling. But what about the people that were struggling before everybody was struggling?
It's like nobody's alled to complain to each other anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, how's your day going? It's like, it's 2020.
Yeah, it's
we're all
2020,
going through the same shit. Like, everybody's gone through X, Y, and Z.
That's making us like wake up because I don't understand. I don't think people understand that
now
we
when you got
often
chicks
live
on
the same
OnlyFans
lives,
making
just in different ways. So now you got to look from people's different perspectives in life, and it's not just one way. Like everyone's got their own ways.
And then you got dudes spending that stimulus check on fucking Bella Thorne's.
Look,
if that's what you do with your stimulus check.
What did I do with my stimulus?
I'm just saying, like. Yeah, everybody's struggling, but then, nigga, is you really? Just spent $200 on Bella Thorne.
Laugh that he did. Yeah, he said, but is you really?
Hey, but people.
Bella, you spent $200 on Bella Thorne and some lingerie?
People's habits.
Nigga, I would have threw up.
Is off, bro.
I would have fucking threw the fuck up.
Pornhub's free as fuck. I don't know if people
that is true.
My imagination's pretty vivid.
I don't even know where Bella Thorne's from.
People's habits of buying shit is fucked up.
Where's Bella Thorne from?
Because like niggas will take the stimulus check. That'll be their only $1,200. They'll go and buy.
Does anybody know where Bella Thorne's from?
They'll go buy $1,200 worth of weed, not even sell that. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
not even sell. Like if you're gonna do that, all right, cool.
They motherfuckers smoke that whole joint. I had nothing left for it, bro. Like people don't have no vision into buying more things, like doing more things with their money. Right. Money's a tool, bro.
It can definitely be a tool.
Money's a tool.
And you got to be smart to like invest in yourself. Like buy your microphones and shit.
Yep. Exact. Invest in yourself. Like artists, that's a big key. Like investing in yourself. And that will put a lot of y'all niggas, man, in a different realm because, like, I really feel like I don't mean to get too deep because now Avery got me
get deep.
Now,
get deep. Get deep.
Now we about to now we about to get
about to get philosophical.
About to get a little bit busy. You know what I'm saying?
This on me.
Hey, look. I already know you're not about to hold a bar either, so we about to keep talking and keep the talk real. So look. So I feel like it'll help a lot of niggas out if they invest in themselves and being a different of just the type of niggas who just want to just be in the studio. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers, bro. When we had the studio open, bro, there's so many motherfuckers coming in that joint. They like, yo, I got something for that beat. Man, niggas don't got nothing for that beat. How many times Avery? It's everybody want to be an artist these days, bro. That shit is a problem, bro.
Everybody wants to be an influencer, comedian, even me.
Yep.
That's why I do podcasts.
Hey, you can't blame the niggas. You can't blame the niggas hopping on the beats if the producers is just letting anybody get on the beat.
That's a fact.
True too.
The producer must have no respect for the beat.
I talk to a lot of producers now. That's what they talk about now. It's like now. Especially if you start doing a lot of.
Yeah, I get you.
But don't let that make you think it, cause there's been plenty of There's been plenty of times niggas went on the same beat in the industry. Bryson Tiller, J. Cole.
Yeah.
You know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? It's all about how
that's collaborative effort. Like that's what happened.
I like that.
They said Diddy smacked Drake because with that 0 to 100 beat.
I like that the big name artists like work with people who aren't that big,
Yeah.
but like coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying and they're trying to get them out there. I like that
But that's because it's different.
Yeah,
People
of
like
course.
Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan used to cover each other's songs all the time. And a lot of people back then, like,
Thought it was like
they would do that. They would cover each other's songs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know, they would do each other's songs.
But it's like, I think music today is just like drowned out.
I definitely everybody sound the same and shit like
I
that.
think it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
So what can you guys do to be different then? How do you stand
Nah,
out?
well, I
How
stay
do you
different.
take what's popular now and evolve it
By
to
being
the
yourself.
next?
Yeah, just being
Be
By being
yourself.
authentic.
It's a
Yeah,
lot of
be
motherfuckers
authentic.
that just be.
Cause when you try to conform yourself to what you've seen, what you're seeing on stage and what you're seeing online, in reality, you're just hurting yourself. You're not helping yourself. You're just
Right.
It don't
copying.
even
It's not.
sound right.
It's not
When
fun
you trying to
anymore.
sound like somebody, you're
It's
stealing
no
from
point.
yourself.
Yeah, you're stealing
So
your
do
own
you?
talent.
Yeah,
So
you know
because of
what I'm
that,
saying?
You
do
know
you
what I'm
guys
saying?
limit the amount of music, current day music that you listen to, so that
I-
nothing seeps in?
He does.
I listen to
He
my
does for sure.
I listen to my
Yeah.
favorites and I try to keep it within the family, but I do try to keep an open ear because I am a podcast host. I do try to keep an
Right.
open
That's pretty
ear
much how you do
just
it too,
because
baby.
I don't want to like be blindly out there like
Right.
how you
I would say
how you
like,
Like,
say
you,
supposed to
like
do
the
that?
hardest
be in the
part is-
now. Yeah, be in the
but
now.
I'm gonna be
but-
real. The hardest part though is no one really gives a fuck about the essence of music anymore.
No, they
Like,
don't. They just care about
no
who
one-
popping.
no
You
one-
heard that new
Bro,
trade?
like, and not even that. Like, I'm saying, even in our own area, if we trying to make it out, like the Mike Willis's, because of the lyrical ability, it's not because it's real music, and it's not really the same fake ass. But I hate to say it, but that same fake ass bounce shit. That's just this random ass song. Like these niggas is not
Yeah.
even really thinking what they're saying, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what
I
you're saying
watched it. Like,
because
this shit is fucking bullshit.
you're saying you respect Mike because he's stepped outside that box.
And he's been
Hey,
doing
shout out
it
to
for so
Monster.
long.
That nigga
He
Monster, he
continues to
really
do the
is
same
doing shit,
sound.
though.
Last night it made me realize, I've been listening to Mike Willis since I was 16, so it made me realize I'm like, bro, he been doing the same way, not stepping off his pivot, and no one keeps giving him his respect, because really and truly he's the top rapper out here.
Right.
As far as you talking about with everything else, but because niggas want to follow this wave, that's never gonna work. We in Fredericksburg, Virginia, bro.
Well, if you guys want to listen to advice from Mike about shit to do, episode 2, he gives a
I
lot
thought
of
you was about
advice to
to pull
local
this
rappers.
nigga out. He's like, here he
Here's
is.
Mike.
This nigga, I'm gonna cheer for him.
I saw him post on another, y'all know Marley Goins or whatever, Marley Z, him and 17K.
They had a little spackle.
But anyway, people were him and
Yeah, he talking about Marley.
him and 17K, whatever. Him and the guy that runs 17K were like going back and forth on Facebook, and I finally chimed in and was like, I stood up. Mike's my boy, but I also recognize how talented he is, and I was like, your entire catalog isn't better than one of Mike's songs.
Look, I'm gonna be real.
And Mike
bro.
chimed in and was like, I'm not trying to be like. Mike chimed in with advice. Work on your breath work. Work on your breath work. Did y'all see him perform his 4 songs the other night? How many times did he stop? How many times did he let the track rap for him?
Bro.
Very fucking little.
I'm trying to tell you,
Mike
that's-
Willis.
Mike hit that's working on your craft. Like
Your breath
a lot
work,
of people
man.
don't even think about shit like that. They just worried about clout. They worried about taking pictures for the Instagram. They worried about
But once they
doing
get in
different
the, once they just like Facebook comedians.
things.
Facebook comedians, you know what I'm saying? Like they funny on Facebook, but once they go on that stage, they bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't prepared for this. You
Right.
thought it would be easy because you share this and share this and share that. But once you're on stage and you need to come quick with them jokes,
Yeah.
you don't know what to do.
Yep.
Just like when you're good at like posting those tracks and like
Yeah.
editing and your producer is good at making you sound like you rapping fast. But
Yeah.
once you get on stage and you try to do that shit as a performance, your ass, all them fucking Newports hit your ass, nigga.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Your
You
ass
forgot why you up there. Looking stupid.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't even want to be up here.
I think Lydia's super right though. That's great advice for both you guys. Is do what you want to do, or like you
Yes.
said, Mike, just keep doing the same thing and keep doing it and evolve and grow the way that you want. I mean, J.
And you
Cole.
want
Look
to.
at J.
It's your-
Cole.
it's your
Look at
own
all his
story.
albums.
Yep.
It's your own story.
When I was
J. Cole
like-
came from nothing.
He's got his
That's
own
Dead
ass.
ass.
You know what I mean?
And now look at him.
That's the
When I was like
He kept the vision, bro. Keep the
17,
fucking
I
vision.
made my song Headbanger, and it was like, see, this a headbanger. So nod your head, nigga. Every hating in the club, ain't nobody getting triggered, so go ahead and go. Go. Right? Everybody said that was not. Then I made another hot song. Then I made another hot song. Then I made another one. Then I'm right here. You're not gonna tell me that I don't got talent, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have nothing but continuous like little bangers. Like they're personal, but I know that I could fucking do it. Like if I had a megaphone and I could blast it to the
That's all that matters.
I think what the most discouraging thing is like everyone is kind of nowadays music is about how many views you're getting,
how much money is in your
how much streams,
how much guns in your videos.
Exactly, and most of the time
that goes back to social media and us judging ourselves and stuff based on.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a distraction.
See, that's why I try to be provoking. I be provoking in my videos, but I be provoking where I don't try to like make anybody feel discouraged. Like you'll see like a grandma shaking her ass on one of my videos just because that's just some funny shit, and you be like, yo, that's.
Do you have that in a video? A grandma shaking her ass?
See, look,
not yet.
Already. See, look, got
I feel like as
400 views.
Like, I feel like as musicians, we have a job to uphold as to our entertainment being in the music, even if we have a disagreement. Like you mentioned Marley, like we had a disagreement in music, and then they don't know how to take that for the music.
It wasn't even in music. It was on some Facebook. Marley was just disrespectful on some.
Well, yeah, but it started off as music between me and Wapo, and then he comes in and then chimes in with music. So I'm like, all right, he even FaceTimed me and was like, we about to go song for song. And then these niggas want to start going for boxing.
See, that's the one. That's what I want to talk about.
I'm like, dog, I don't box. You know.
See, that's the thing is, instead of worrying about all that shit, you should just worry about yourself and what can you do better.
If you ask me,
don't get complacent.
These Fredericksburg
like
girls,
you're
they
just
all
showing
about publicity.
All that it is showing how much competition, how scared they are of these two men right here.
It's insecurity.
It shows
like, it's insecurities. Like you see that you suck.
They want publicity. Like, and the thing is, y'all could be really working together, but instead, like, y'all want to like play beef. And
it's dumb.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the wolf that wore sheep clothes and everything like that. I'm not with none of that.
We're not here to pick on him.
No, we're not here to. That's why I didn't say that. That's why I said
that's a lot of people.
Because it takes two to tango.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He has to have somebody to work with this, and I'm just saying there's a lot of BS that be going on that don't make any sense. Like everybody can just be working together.
It's like instead of sending that text
message,
you
how stuff is in Atlanta.
I
see how stuff is in New York.
We're gassing up each other so we can all make it out, bro.
Right,
it's too much room at the bottom. The top is like it's just
crabs in the bucket.
It's open. It's open air. Yes. Too crowded down here.
I came into it as a together.
All I'm trying to say is, hey, I'm here with open arms. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not for him.
Nah, I'm here with open arms for anybody. Like I'm here to work. I'm here to work. But like, if you come at me trying to beef, you ain't gonna get no response from me. Because guess what, bro? I'll go on stage and I make a joke about you. Then you gonna get response from everybody else. But I'm not even here for that. I'm just here for love.
He's not even that good at comedy.
LOL. Well, he's a joke, so I don't know.
When's Christian gonna do comedy
I'm so funny.
again?
Him saying that I'm not funny is a joke. Do you get how funny that is?
Do you get how?
My thing is, we gotta give props to, like, I wanted togetherness.
Shout out to Chris Keyser.
Togetherness was the whole name of the thing, because that's
you can build your own empire without tearing down somebody else's.
But when
exactly.
niggas do that,
look, I said I don't see how I could gain a step by stepping on somebody's finger.
But look, Avery, when we do that, when we create our own jump, what niggas do? They get salty, bro.
It is what it is, bro.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah, that's why you can't worry about just
keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Thank you.
That's why I call everybody my best friend.
LOL.
Guys, episode 36. What's your favorite song off the 36 Chambers of Death by the Wu-Tang Clan? That's one of my favorite rap albums. One of my favorite albums, honestly.
I gotta make sure I'm not stupid.
Yeah, make sure. Play a little snippet.
I'm about to look at the track. I'm about to look at the.
Pull us off Facebook.
Oh shit! I'm about to look at the track list because I forgot.
I don't remember.
Get some headphones.
We'll get back to you in the comments.
Start doing silent disco.
What
are some of y'all's old school like rappers that you like?
Outkast.
I think the
Outkast.
Good call.
For sure.
That's a really good fucking call.
Outkast. Outkast.
And I can see that, especially you being like comparing yourself to Nas and wanting to be like a storyteller.
Oh yeah, Nas definitely one. Like I remember when I was doing karate, and they had Cream would have to be my favorite then.
Okay.
But I knew Cream was it, but I wasn't sure if it was on that joint. But
is Wu-Tang like white people rap? That's like skateboard rap, right?
Probably.
I would say
white people saying they like Wu-Tang is like black people saying I like Kiss. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
It's like the most common rap group you could go to.
All right.
But it's not to say they're not good. It's not to say they don't fucking smack. It's just like
metal,
that's
right?
just the most
Heavy metal.
Not really. I listen to some.
My favorite heavy metal band is Bullet for My Valentine. Like I like.
You're
like,
hip?
Yeah, I like heavy metal. Like
Listen.
that. I used to go to in Maryland. They have a lot of like at the bars. They have like.
I don't know heavy metal, but I like Make Damn Sure by Taking Back Sunday.
When it comes to like harder rock, I like System of a Down and Rage Against the Machine.
I like Of Men and Mice, and that's not even heavy metal. It's just rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys would like Rage Against the Machine. They do a lot of stuff with Run the Jewels.
I think I've heard it. I like to take a lot of those beats too and chop those up.
Hell
Like
yeah.
a lot of those things, all that shit is hip hop based. You know what I'm saying? Like,
One of their biggest influences is African Bambaataa.
Oh.
see, that's a lot of things.
Looking for that perfect beat. Searching for that perfect beat.
I must get mine. Yo, nigga, I'm still on that journey.
So talk about the comedy scene, Scott. I wanna know about the comedy
What about
scene.
it, man? We're trying to build one
Like, yeah,
still.
like, how
A
is it-
fucking
'cause
year later,
I
I'm
feel
still
like
trying to
we're
build
in
it.
we're in the same boat. That's why I love coming to the.
Don't
to
count us out too short, bro. Like,
Man, y'all
it's all
shows
about timing.
Wednesday and Saturday night were fucking lit at the Rec Center. I don't know what y'all were talking about the same boat. Y'all
Very
had
much
standing
so.
room, shoulder to shoulder.
Hey, man.
It was
But
pumping.
I feel like as a unit, the comedy scene and the music scene all runs together. Like when I'm trying to do with the podcast, our podcast, what's the niche?
I mean, whole time once we do shows, we could do comedy acts before the music acts, and we could do
what we-
music.
That's
acts
something I was
before
going to
the
talk to you about.
comedy
Do
acts.
y'all want to put on an after show at the fucking comedy show next Thursday?
Let's do that.
Do it.
We can do that.
And bring Lamonte down again. Lamonte Bombay.
Sure.
You guys bring out fucking Turbo and all the.
We
Yeah.
can get
bring all
some
the fellas.
flyers.
Yeah.
All right.
We can get some flyers open mic,
Make some flyers.
Yeah, let's get that. Get some more
hip hop
'cause I
performance,
think each
G-Mon
crowd
TV.
we can cross promote. That'd be the best thing to do.
We'll promote it as like a comedy show with after party by G-Mind.
Yeah, I'm with that. Golden Army, I'm with that.
First
I'm
10
with that.
get a free shirt. No.
Yeah. Oh,
First
yeah,
5
shout
get a
out-
free shirt.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta promote these, yo, cause I gotta, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm broke.
We got
I
some
invest a
G-Mon
lot of money in
shirts.
shit.
Merchandise, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta, G-Mon shirts.
Get some
your
black
t-shirts.
ones made so I can get
Oh
one.
yeah, we got.
We
the
just out here
online.
trying to support local artists, local talent.
Yeah.
Who made that
Like,
for y'all? Is local art?
God, ooh, this is somebody out of
I
New
need to
York.
shout out everybody else except
Somebody
your
out of New
fucking
York.
t-shirt designer.
It's nobody.
I thought it
out-
was a local
Look,
artist. He
I'm
said
New
local.
York.
Now you said somebody out of New York. Podcast is over.
It's not
We've had a nice
local.
time. See you guys later. No, I'm done. I'm done.
I
You
said
lied.
support
He said
local
it was
artists.
local. Yeah, but then he got that from New York.
I'm talking about rap
It's got
artists.
COVID. It's got the Kumio cough.
We didn't make these.
China.
We didn't. It's not local.
China.
But we gotta find another. I do want to find a local brand that can make some of the shirts for us because we got a lot of designs and stuff. But go on Teespring, we got everything you need as far as like the black sweatshirts, the white sweatshirts, everything.
I forgot who made the shirt, but I
That-
came up
that's
with
on
the logo.
Teespring?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on Teespring.
In black?
In
Yeah.
black.
Why the fuck did you tell me that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna order one of them and you order an Enjoy the Trip shirt.
I bet.
How many? We gonna order a couple, bro.
I'm about to get Enjoy the Trip shirts made and put them at fucking I Smoke Shop.
We should probably
Do
get
it.
a cross brand. Enjoy the gold mine.
You're doing my
Oh, yeah,
Halloween
I'm
show
with
at I Smoke,
Oh,
right?
enjoy it. That goes good with the brain, bro. I want to collab. Yeah,
Enjoy
I want to
the trip.
collab. That would be dope. That would be dope. Cause that's my next venture is really getting into clothing,
Yeah.
trying to make the
Merch.
apparel be everything.
Yo, you know what I'm thinking? Would it be a dope fucking shirt if we get like a whole bunch of brands from Fredericksburg and we get them in patches and we just patch them on the sweater?
A patchwork sweater, yo.
That'd be
That
cool
would
as
be
fuck.
dope.
That'd be cool.
Yo,
And that's trademarked.
that's a good
That's
idea,
You know
trademarked.
what I'm saying?
Trademarked.
17K, gold mine,
Yeah.
enjoy the trip.
Get Mitri on there, put some shit on there.
Hey,
All the
Avery.
local artists, man.
You know what I'm saying? CED.
Yo, did I tell y'all?
Gotta collab.
Did you hear about the show tomorrow night or Thursday night? Thursday night. So I just went to I Smoke earlier to have a business meeting about the Halloween show, and there was a guy there, an artist, a painter, who was like selling them artwork, and I started talking to him about my comedy shows and shit like that. He was like, "Do you have enough room that we can hang up like a canvas sheet, like this black one, but hang up a white one, and I can paint it while y'all perform?" Have you ever seen like concerts where people do that? Where they're like, I have like a
Thursday?
painter? Yeah, so Thursday night we're going to have a
At the
painter
smoke shop?
at Central Station at Casey's
go.
Music Alley.
Yeah, for
And he's
sure.
going to be painting a canvas
While we
sheet
do-
while we do comedy.
I'm about to go
He'll
on
be
this
behind
Saturday.
us so we can fucking crowd work and
I'm
fuck
about
with
to
him
go on
too.
this
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Like, yo, paint me a dick.
Do it. Oh, he's doing it.
Yeah.
He said it's not a dick. We all know.
Yeah. He was like, "What do you want me to paint?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. It's like I'm like." I showed him my shirt. I was like, I'm into like psychedelic culture and trippy shit. It's like, if you want to make it psychedelic or cosmic or just feed the energy from the room. What he should do is listen to
send
people's
that
jokes
picture.
and then paint their jokes.
I'm about to say you should send in that picture that we did at Latif's and get him to paint like all the comics like a little trippy.
Oh, that'd be cool.
know what I'm saying?
Man. That'd be far off.
Man, I love how comedy and music just corresponds. Like how y'all have to do the same promotion process.
Art in
how
general, man.
It
Yeah.
all
That's what I'm about to say. It's
corresponds.
art, bro.
It's
So
art.
much of a struggle, man. The starving artist
If you
that
want to
applies
be
to
seen,
all
you
of
gotta
us.
do everything. It's all about self promotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, like I said, I went over to the smoke shop earlier and was just hanging out, and like every customer that came in, Zach was like, "Yes, my friend Scott, he's a comedian, da da da," and I'd fucking, "Hey, we're doing a show here this time, that time."
Nigga,
That's my thing now.
That's what I
Anytime
do.
I
Tell
all
Ashton,
fucking
that's what I do, bro. When I be giving out flyers, when you give me those
Yeah,
flyers,
thank you
I
for
was
doing
just
that,
giving
by the
those
way.
things out.
I appreciate
Bro,
that.
like people wasn't taking them. I was just hanging them in the doors and everything like that. I was like, somebody gonna see this shit.
Somebody.
Put them in. I was putting them on the car window,
That's how
on the
we do
car
it.
windshields and all that shit,
That's how we
bro.
do it.
Like, bro, like
We network like crazy.
Nigga,
Yeah,
what?
man.
That's how we gotta do it.
Cut-
Get off of
and-
Instagram a little bit.
And it's like, because it's getting hard to get friends to come out to shows, man. It's like, man,
COVID,
yeah.
but
Plus, how sick are you
wanna
of listening to
talk
my
about that.
same
This is
jokes,
why I
though?
wanna
Like,
talk
nobody
about
wants to come
that.
hear me tell the
I
same
this is
wanna
why
jokes.
when
talk
you
about
got
that.
friends that says I don't want to come because of COVID,
Look,
live streaming.
Nah, fuck that.
You have
yo.
like, you know what I'm saying? I know people don't
Hey.
like to be on the
Hey,
live stream, but I'm
We
saying
have to be selective about who we live
Let
stream.
me
But,
say
yeah,
this.
but I'm
yo.
Because
saying-
I'll live stream,
Yeah.
you'll live stream.
you could live stream the whole event, and then people will still feel like they're there and everything like
Yo,
that.
look.
Because we can
no.
go, hey, I want to live stream the event. Anybody who doesn't want to be live streamed, let me know. We'll
We
cut the
could-
camera off and you go on.
You can
Right,
put it up
right.
on the flyer, open mic, live stream, open mic at this fucking Facebook, at the dot of this Facebook, dot of this.
See, but the thing about live streaming is people in town, because I put out a lot of my content on Facebook, and it's like, why the fuck am I going to come see you do stand-up when I know you're going to post the video the next day after your
And
open
this
mic?
is the thing
That's
about
why I
live
stopped
streaming.
doing
Because
that.
guess what? If it's open mic, so I don't give a fuck. If you want to
Man.
get paid, that's where you get new
How about
content.
this, yo? How about this? Your friends don't even show up to
For
you
your-
for your. That's what I'm.
But this
They
is what I'm
don't,
saying. They
man.
say they can't show up because gotta this,
people
gotta.
have
But if you
lives too,
live
man,
stream,
Mhm.
there's no. There's not
Yeah,
saying there's no
yeah,
excuse,
yeah,
but it's
for sure,
like
for sure.
it's like, bro, like I was
For
just
sure.
on there for like 3 hours. You mean to tell me out of 3 hours of your day you couldn't find like a second to live stream me and
sure.
just like tell me what the fuck is up?
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, yeah.
It all depends on what type of human being they are. But don't get me. on that
I
type.
feel like I feel
People
like
got lives, man. People got jobs.
I feel that.
And niggas, yeah, and I'm trying to make
Families.
it. And if I make it, niggas gonna have lives when I
But
make
it's
it. And
crazy.
be asking
That's
for
why.
fucking
That's
handouts.
why it's to
Do
the
you
point
feel
now
like-
where it's like, okay, I love it when my friends show up. It makes me so happy. It does mean a fucking lot, but they're not who I do it for anymore. And it's not to say that my friends aren't important, but it's like if you're going to doing comedy and you're banking on X amount of friends showing up and they don't show up, guess what? You're going to get discouraged. You're going to get
And
your
then
fucking
you-
hopes up,
Yep.
and don't do that to yourself.
And then
You're
you
there
say-
to do it for the people who are there.
And then you see them talk about sharing 6ix9ine videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? I could go.
Do you
I could go
ever-
and do
I hate when
some
people are like, support your artist friends. All it takes is
Yeah.
a share, and it's like, then share
Then
my
share
post,
it,
bro.
damn it.
Comment on it.
They
They,
share
look,
somebody
they share
right
all the
here.
big name artists and shit.
Exactly.
But they never want to share the little.
Yeah.
I seen a motherfucker
Makes
support a
me
motherfucker
sick.
It's
from
all
Cali
clout, man.
talking
It's
about
all clout.
he came all his way out for nothing. He's coming da 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 da.
That's
Please
why-
support him. Go fund me.
What's so crazy about
$13,000
this game
saved up.
is, man?
I'm
What's
just
so
trying
crazy
to
about
like
this
get a
game?
share.
What's so
Thank
crazy
I
about
you.
the game?
I'm not even asking for 500
What's
bucks.
so
I just want to listen. Give me a stream.
Yeah,
What
give
do you mean?
a share, a
No,
post.
what's so crazy
something.
about
What's
the
so
game
crazy?
is I'm gonna drop some game on y'all. What's so crazy about the game is the most people with the most views is probably not getting the most money. I'm gonna be real with you, because it's really the people who are making the most deals behind the scenes. If you just posting shit on Instagram and getting off that 20,000 views,
Because Wayne got paid off of advertisement.
You're
You know what I'm saying?
What you're doing behind the scenes, the niggas. That's why you see a lot of people from here popping, because they've gone off. And you're like, damn, I never even heard them as an artist before, but they've done other things promoted overseas. There's a billion motherfuckers in this world, bro.
That goes back to what you were talking about earlier and investing in yourself. You gotta. I've started putting money into promoting my flyers on Facebook because it recognizes the algorithm recognizes that you're posting a photo for a flyer for an event and that you're trying to monetize off that flyer and they want your fucking money. So that's why if you go post a flyer for your show on your regular page, it's gonna get 3 likes. You know what I mean? Unless you tag 90 fucking people.
Expand that to some unknown motherfuckers and they be like, oh shit, I like that.
So like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, it doesn't take much to fucking promote your shows for $5 a week, $3 a week, and try to get people the fuck out there or get people liking your pages.
It works, but the thing is that when you're not doing belly to belly interaction with people,
you gotta mix it.
You're not gonna get anywhere because people. The one thing that I learned with like the business side of anything, if you're gonna base your stuff off of social media, you've got to have the backbone of being in person because social media is not gonna be here forever. Like it's cute right now, but what if the shit fucks up? Does anyone know you without Instagram? Does anyone know you without Facebook?
And you might be great at typing and socializing on Facebook, but can you look someone in their eyes
talk to them
and
without freaking out and know what you're talking about and not sound stupid? Like you gotta practice
or without
that stuff.
getting the urge to end the conversation because it didn't end in fucking 30 seconds, so I could go on and do the next thing and scroll past you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bro,
and that's why I try to tell them you gotta
mix
mix it.
Man, is a motherfucker.
Have y'all watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix?
No, sounds good. Sounds good.
Go watch it.
I want to watch Home Edit.
I'm already on
home editing.
Okay.
Changing it like renovations.
Okay.
I'm already on that no social media, taking my phone and throwing that shit the fuck away. Man. Like,
I'm about to order a phone that just fucking calls and text messages.
Bro,
straight up.
I hate the Instagram shit. If I ain't do music, I won't be on that shit.
That's how I feel.
A lot of people.
But how many people promoted shows before the age of the internet? Someone said to me the other day, but where's everybody at now?
If you can't deal with it now, and when you get bigger, it's gonna be way worse.
I ain't gonna be on it when I get bigger.
Yeah, you're gonna have a publicist.
You're gonna have a social media manager, exactly.
And the thing is that social media is so funny. It's supposed to be making us social, but it really just isolates us.
Yeah, it makes us antisocial.
It's really not. It's not socialness at all. We're becoming so enclosed into the phone that we don't need to be.
Niggas try to judge motherfuckers that they don't even know just because of a comment.
Like, and it's making people ADHD, narcissistic.
I'm never. I've adapted that fucking lifestyle already, bro. I don't be by my phone. If you call me by time, nigga.
He leave his phone all the time.
The only reason my phone was on this morning when I woke up is because I had to make a phone call to fucking set up my business meetings I had to do this morning. I was waiting for y'all to get here so I could turn it off. Excited for y'all to get here so I could turn it off.
People don't even really dive into the shows they watching anymore, bro.
Yeah, because you're sitting on your phone. I do it too.
Because these shows, bro, I appreciate so many shows because they literally have so many different meanings inside them. It's like rap. Like you can put different subliminals and people don't even have to spend the time. They don't have the attention span to even listen and see what's going on in this movie. Like they tell you so many different things. Like Get Out, that has so many subliminal messages in that movie.
And if you wasn't paying attention, it would be like the stupidest movie ever.
Be watching the movie,
it was the best.
They be on their phone just trying to tweet about the shit. Just trying. Everybody worried about getting their tweet off instead of worrying about
what the actual message is. Right. Because the point of that, what you just said, was the actual message in the damn movie. Exactly. But people again
are hypnotized.
Exactly. That's the point. That was the whole point of the movie.
What are you looking at your phone for a minute ago? You gotta go? You got somewhere to be? You got a important meeting? Jury duty?
Jury duty.
White people don't do jury duty.
Okay.
We try not to.
Hey, if I gotta go, I gotta go. I don't want no trouble with them.
Light skin niggas.
See, that's why racism's never gonna end. Cause that.
Yeah.
Black on black crime.
Cause that.
So how is that racism?
Even if white people stop being racist.
You gotta stop doing it.
If all of white racism ended, we still have that.
Light skin.
I'm not light skinned.
I'm not talking to you.
Y'all see this, right?
Fucking
into the shade.
Y'all
Jesus.
Y'all want to take it there? Let's take it there. Is a light skinned motherfucker, a light skinned lover, and a white motherfucker trying to come at the darkest nigga in the room? Is that really what's happening right now?
To the light skinned lover.
Is that really what's happening?
I sense a lot of hostility and bigotry right now.
Bigotry. Flip the table.
Nah, man, but like lately, man, a lot of work has been going into the. I want to talk about the podcast.
Yeah, tell me about your podcast.
Because we haven't.
I mean, that's the whole reason y'all are really here is because y'all have me on here. What's the next podcast all the time?
Yeah,
I mean, I want to know about his music too.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the podcast, man. Right now, we just trying to revamp everything because
y'all taking a break.
I have to step away from being the host because
Trying to focus on your music more?
Yeah, that, and I be saying a lot of reckless shit. So
Do
I'm
you?
trying to, fucking with you. Oh, yes, I do. So, like, and plus my original goal was to originally really just start giving him most of the everything. And I didn't really want to be on anything. It was more, I like to be behind the scenes with that. Like, music is rapping, because a lot of now what I'm doing with music is letting the producers do the thing, and I'm just being in the foresight is rapping. With podcasts now, I want to be behind the scenes, and I want to coach and be able to produce the picture. So, like, right now, I'm kind of revamping it, making it, I'm actually thinking about making her the host of it, having Avery be like our main comedian of the jump.
Well, that makes more sense why you're on the fucking podcast episode now, why you're here today.
Yeah, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying?
Have my homegirl Lee, she be on it as well with Naya. Whitney still be around. Crook still manning the.
I think that's good for y'all to have women on, man, and have that female dynamic. The balance.
Shout out to Sir as well.
I fucking love that guy, man. I love Sir.
He's so hilarious.
Yeah. Is he doing alright?
Yeah.
He left early the other night.
Bro, it's good to have women.
He was fucked
We
up.
always had women.
We did. But a
sorry.
lot of times he never showed up. No, Whitney never showed up.
That's our fault.
Yeah, that's her fault.
What's up?
So you think you're gonna be able to take and handle all that, man? Take all that on, the responsibility of hosting
Hell
the
no.
podcast, doing comedy, making
'Cause-
music,
Hell
performing.
no.
We got a lot of interviews coming up, man. So a lot of what we're doing differently this time. This
Hell no.
episode 51, you're gonna
He's
start.
like, I'm gonna wing it, dog.
You're gonna start seeing a bunch of different things because Avery's gonna be handling our artist interviews.
Okay.
So when we sit
Smack
down,
niggas.
Who's the first one? Who's the first artist interview? Do y'all
I'm
know
not
yet?
sure, but I think it's gonna be probably with Black State or either with my man Sino. We're doing a lot of interviews with artists, business people. We're gonna take it. We're gonna really. What's the niche is about? What your niche is.
So
we're
have
gonna
y'all
do
ever
the-
started sending out pitch emails to like next
thinking
level,
about
next
it?
tier producers
that's
and
what
and
we're
artists?
Gonna, that's what we're gonna get to next. Shout out to Soundboy Quad.
I ain't
Wanna
none of that.
Get him on the
I just show up.
I've had some pretty interesting people on my podcast that I never would have thought would have done it, but I sent them the fucking email anyway, and they did it, and I was super surprised.
I definitely, I want
It's
to.
like you would be surprised. Just write up a
man,
good
Scott,
email.
you're like
Send it.
you're
man.
like Joe Rogan, man. This is my first.
ain't nobody.
This is my first stop. This is my first stop for my run. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to come here.
You run for president?
Not well. No, do I wanna
Are you
run
doing a
for
podcast tour right now, and I'm the first one to get your podcast? Is that what you're trying to tell
I'm
me?
doing a media
Are you doing
tour.
Charlemagne the God in the morning?
No,
You're doing the Breakfast Club tomorrow,
eventually.
but I
The
get you
next-
first.
The next album, we're gonna be, the next project's gonna be there, and Avery gonna be right there with me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in New York. We're gonna be chilling. You know.
Claim it.
If you go to Charlemagne the God show, you got to bring me. I don't want to be on the
I got
show,
you.
but just let me
Claim
stay in the
it.
background.
Claim it.
If we start going outwards, bro.
And I'm the only white guy allowed there. That
That's the
I mean,
that's the whole
can't-
kill.
you
That's
can
the
bring
niche.
other white people
That's
to
the
other
niche.
people, other shows.
Exactly.
But for the Breakfast Club, I want to be
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I got white security, but
white
we gotta
security.
let them slide.
White security, you just
It's the best type
offer.
of security.
So white security, and it's for when white women come running up on you, and you just like throw a decoy bag of cocaine on the ground.
White
You're
security.
like, go get him, bitch.
Oh my
White
God.
security is the best security because you do not have to pose a threat when you're walking in a crowd. When you walk with a bunch of black people, or in my case,
Walking
right,
around like Floyd Mayweather.
yeah, you know what I'm
With
saying.
four black
It just
guys,
looks,
Jesus.
it
They're
looks a
huge.
certain way.
Hey, whoa!
When it was white men in
Assalamu
suit,
alaikum.
Calm down.
Look out, son.
white men in a
Like
G-Mon
also-
shirt, white men in a suit, it don't look as bad. You know what I mean?
So you want to have like bodyguards in suits, like fucking Pulp Fiction or something?
I would love to because I want to.
Except white, not
I want to
Samuel.
bring off that. I want to bring off that good intention because, you know what I'm saying. I'm learning a lot. You know, a lot of things are happening because you know sometimes when you don't have that, sometimes things get ugly as we see. You know what I'm saying?
You
know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
Lydia?
Really?
What? What we talking about?
I think he's talking about what happened, not happened on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Cause I saw her. and
Look,
I was
that
like,
one.
whoa,
That,
Lydia is
look,
scary.
niggas ain't. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Every know this. Niggas ain't fuck with no white person. No, meaning no white guard, no white security guard. They ain't got no need to. We scared of niggas in suits, white people in suits.
I ain't, but I just.
You get what I'm saying, bro?
You know what I'm saying? I avoid a battle.
You get what I'm saying? You avoid them. You avoid them. You know what I'm saying? You be like, nah, like, I ain't about to talk shit to this nigga, cause this nigga got this. You know what I'm saying? You don't know he about to sue me, and I ain't got no money. All I can do is fight.
White security travel with minis.
Yeah.
JLD's like, it's only 2 things I'm scared of: Rottweilers and white men in suits.
Dogs. I used to work for FedEx, bro.
Yeah.
I used to work for FedEx. This shit, bro. I got bit 3 times.
Really?
I've never scared of dogs until I started working for them.
That's the beauty of it.
Bro,
You catch a dog.
It's like as soon as you get, as soon as you
Is
get
it like
out of
a
that
waiver
truck,
you gotta sign to like not go
No,
after niggas?
bro. You know what they told me? Look, I got bit, bro. I called my job. I'm like, yo, I got bit. I'm damn near crying, bro. I'm like, I got bit. She's like, okay, bandage it up. Finish them packages. I said, oh shit. I gotta finish.
You probably
all
could have
these.
seen that lady.
Man.
Something this other bottle, Avery.
They still, yeah.
Huh?
Something this other bottle.
Yeah, I need a little refill.
This honey.
That's
Oh, that's for later.
That's for later. We got this much left. That's not for
I'll be
the
right back.
team.
Okay.
That's for
Hey,
the
can I
team.
smoke your pen, Scott?
No, I don't have a pen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How you gonna smoke a pen?
I don't
You know
know,
how
you
stupid
right.
you sound?
You right with me. My fault. Writing with him.
Mate, see, look, that's why you don't need that bottle.
I know.
Yeah,
Come
drunk
on,
enough,
babe.
nigga.
Messing up.
We don't smoke the jewel in the house.
Oh,
Got you,
Trulies.
Got you.
Ooh.
never
Mango
had one of
lemonade.
I never had this.
Excited. What is that? Wait,
Shout out
black
to
cherry.
Truly.
Wait, what you got? Orange?
But I'll definitely
Black cherry.
I got mango lemonade.
after the podcast, I'll definitely let you hit my jewel.
Oh yeah, got you.
Black cherry lemonade.
So yeah, man, I definitely want to find out. Like, what do you think
Shout
that the
out
comedy
Truly.
scene in Fredericksburg needs now?
It just needs to be more uniform. We have the same problem that you guys have, man. You know, everybody wants to come and talk their shit. Everybody comes from different backgrounds.
So you guys got comedian beef?
More with outside scenes. Avery's like, yeah, I seen the group chat.
You don't see what I see.
But it's with outside scenes. It's with
don't know the trouble I'm in.
I feel like
That's the most narcissistic song ever. Nobody knows the trouble. Nobody knows the trouble that anyone else is seeing because all of our perceptions are fucking different, you asshat.
I hear you, but then I gotta say, you don't know the trouble.
I feel like every industry has battles though, like individual,
Yeah.
because ego and shit.
There's definitely
like,
ego involved
yeah,
with it,
like,
man.
And everyone feels like
And here's another thing.
It
It's
makes
like,
people better.
yeah, exactly.
here's another thing that makes building the scene hard is Avery has a job he has to be at night. Other people have jobs they have to be at in the morning. Kids, families, obligations.
Diet.
I don't fucking have any of that. Other people don't want everybody to know they do comedy, so they don't want to share flyers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that makes it hard too.
Okay. But do you consider those like the comedians that are really, really grinding in it, or do you feel like they're the ones that are just kind of like half in, halfway out? Because we got a lot of artists like that.
I feel like the majority of the people who come to comedy shows and do comedy genuinely want to be a comedian. And I think that they have the potential to do it, each and every last one of them. What it is I don't think everybody realizes how much grind and bullshit goes into trying to build a scene, to book shows, to even get to a level where you should be getting paid for
It
comedy.
takes a two-sided mindset, even with music, because you're in a creative mindset, but then you gotta also have that business mindset to build yourself as a brand.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're selling music. You know, you're a brand, just like you're selling jokes. You gotta figure out how to become a brand as well as being as creative as possible. Whether it means creating and building a team, like with Avery, what I want to do with G Mind is eventually make it become where he has a whole team with camera crew, all that shit, like everything is just self-sufficient. All he has to do is create, and then we can build on that. Whatever idea he has, we can expand on it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what makes these comedians so big is they make a brand behind themselves, and they take that and they sit in that pocket, and that's what they use. They become known for that. Like Dave Chappelle, I feel like takes what he's good at, and
Like
that's
Comedy
what he does.
Central gave him a camera crew and a set and a crew.
Well, here's the other thing too. Is like everybody has their brand and their own individual goals and stuff too, which makes it sometimes harder to align with the group because everybody's got different brands. Especially when a lot of these guys, I mean, look where we live. We live around Quantico and DC and all these places. A lot of the guys that come there and do shows have government contracts.
Right.
Work for the military. It's hard to associate with me when I post like I do on Facebook, and my brand is literally enjoy the trip.
Do you feel? Because this is something that I've dealt with. Like, I'm gonna ask a lot of
You're totally fine, dude.
You, Scott,
I love you too, dog.
Conversations with
Cheers,
you,
cheers again, guys.
hell yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming over. Why not?
You don't like it?
Tastes like diet.
Do you want this?
It tastes like diet.
Black cherry lemonade.
It do taste a little bit like diet.
Just because it's
but I
black
fuck
cherry
with
don't
it.
make it better.
It's different. It's a different flavor. Is it because it's seltzer? It
It's
tastes
because
diet?
it's 1% juice and everything else
It's
is
truly
seltzer.
different. Truly different.
Truly different.
I see what you're saying. I think that's because of the mango.
No, that's diet too.
You want a Bud Light? What do you want?
I'm gonna go home.
Do you?
Nah, no, we're good. I'm
He
good.
said, I want to go home.
Did
you drink too much?
Like that, man.
No, I'm good, nigga.
Okay. What time is it, Scott?
We're at 1 hour on the show. It's 3:27.
Okay, great.
That's longer than I thought, man. Doing good, but yeah. All right. So, do you
Doing good.
ever feel discouraged about like how some comedians are fully in and being a comedian, like where they may like take a lesser job just to have more time for that, or maybe not have no job just to do the thing.
I gotta worry about myself, J.L.D. Like I keep saying, man, everybody's got a life. It's just like friends coming to the shows, man. It's so easy for me to go, you gotta do this and that and the other. It's like, Scott, you have a dog.
Yeah.
I don't have
Right,
parents
right,
that I
right,
talk
right,
to. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife, a girlfriend, a
right.
job. So it's so easy for me to be able to go, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z when motherfuckers gotta work. And like, okay, yeah, you got off at 5 and you can make it to the comedy show, but like, I'm dead from work. My fucking feet hurt. I've been standing on concrete all day. I don't want to come do stand up. I'm sorry.
Is that a conscious decision that you make or for yourself? Because like I feel like I'm battling with
Anything you're not changing, you're choosing.
Yeah.
So if you really want to be a stand-up comedian, you'll do it. You'll go do tree work all day, and you'll come do comedy because I used to fucking do it.
Right. That's where I was at with him. I was working. But I feel
That's
like
where it comes from. That's where it is. You know what I'm saying? You get jokes from working in concrete.
Yeah.
You gotta
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
I think you gotta go through
You
those
wanna-
times.
you
Comedy is about
Yeah.
experiences. If you, the more experiences you have,
You gotta go through that time of doing both, but then at some point you gotta invest in yourself, and I think that's the name of the game.
It all depends on how funny you think you are. If you don't think you're funny enough to make some money more than telling jokes than
That's
doing
the
concrete,
first. I think that might be the main the first component.
Because
That's
if you
the
don't
first
believe in
question,
yourself,
yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
else will.
exactly.
You
Like,
have to believe in yourself
Yeah,
first
yeah.
because nobody
like
else
how
will
funny you
believe
think
that.
you could? How far do you think you could take this comedy shit? That's the first
Yeah.
question you gotta say.
as
Like,
far as I fucking want to
And you
do.
gotta be exactly.
And if you think that like if I miss a couple days of work, I ain't gonna make shit work, then nigga, you should probably just stick to work. But if you think one job is gonna be all it takes until you get it, you might as well just like leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because the comedy should be like your main job, but it shouldn't be your first job.
You really believe in it, because
For real. You should be
gotta-
grinding for that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you should really be grinding. Like I remember, just like now I've reached the point where it's like I'm at faith with it, because like I don't want to go back to working like
Like, you got that shit on my chest.
A main type.
Got it by faith, not by sight, nigga.
Yeah.
Like that's what I fucking mean, nigga.
I don't
got
want to
the-
go back to one of those
got the
jobs
ankh
that's
on
gonna
my
take up
fucking
so much time,
Stomach, nigga.
where I
Like
can't work on my craft to get it to the next level. Because let's just be real, it's too many motherfuckers doing even comedy or even music where we
Everybody wants to be an entertainer and
exactly.
influencer.
So
everybody
we
wants
have
to
to take that. I feel like the true entertainers take that leap and they believe in themselves. And because it takes that extra push.
Yes.
Because you need that extra
to go,
time.
oh shit, how can I make this into money now?
But
Because
this
I
is
don't
the
have a
thing.
job.
Can
It,
y'all-
it
can-
forces your
Yes.
hand.
the people who really be thinking they understand. Can you go from off stage and get off stage and like have another act go on and then take a breather just to have like 5 people run up to you and ask you a whole bunch of questions
Yeah.
and then go back on stage and put on the next
Yeah,
act
I don't-
just to go down, be like, yo, I gotta go bathroom, but you got a whole nother rush of
it's a
people,
grind.
bum rush. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally have to entertain motherfuckers on and on and on and on. No, dead ass. Like you literally have to entertain motherfuckers.
No,
Full
anytime.
on.
How often do you get around a group of people and they hear you're a comedian? They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, tell us a joke, make us laugh."
Yeah.
Like, what the
It's
fuck,
different,
man?
Yeah.
Like you really have to be an entertainer. Like you really have to be like
It's different
with that
things that come with this shit
shit,
too, bro. Like it's different things that come with it. Like you gotta deal with, like, even as an artist, you gotta
keep up the look.
For me, I don't even like. For me, I like recording the music. I like being in the studio. That's why I feel in love, right? But the thing that makes money and the other component of being an artist, I like less. Like the performing part's cool, but it's the elements around performing, right?
Right.
It's the people.
It's
the because I'm an introvert.
That's what it's
naturally.
all for, man.
So it's the people and involved that come with it. So those are the things I had to deal with, because even like once again, like the other time, like it's those things that we got to deal with that I necessarily don't like, but because I care about this craft, I have to do it. You know what I mean? You gotta try to maneuver through that maze.
No, but back to your original question, man. Yeah, it gets discouraging sometimes, and I used to get really discouraged.
Yeah.
There's times where I would go out to shows, do open mics, and the only people that would be in the crowd besides the comedians were my friends, and that's when Brandon was still hosting the open mics, and it was like, guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but Brandon and I are the only ones sharing flyers. Like, I'm not like, and I've been a dick about it in the past. I mean, I've literally blown my fucking lid about it because it has discouraged and frustrated the shit out of me. And I don't think that's necessarily. It's. First of all, I don't need to be that type of person. Let my emotions get the best of me, especially when I'm in some sort of leadership
Not the
position.
issue. You could put out 1,000 flowers and only 3 people show.
Yeah, man, it's weird. And then it's like some of the venues we're doing it at. You know, it's hard to get people to come back. Because of whether it's the menu, or because somebody's gone up and told a joke, an abortion joke, or you know, I've been guilty of it too. I've told jokes that I know people didn't hit their ear right. So but at the end of the day, I got to a point where it's
but
like
they
I
are
can't,
coming to an open mic. It's comedy. You
It's
can't
open
really
mic,
expect
you
like
should
some
know
type
what
of
to
censor.
expect. It's gonna be some funny ass, some random ass shit.
And that's what I've been trying to get through to the other comedians is. This
most
isn't all
for me is the
Netflix.
dick
This
joke.
isn't all glamorous. What you see on TV
Because you're
is
working now.
there's a
Aren't those
lot
open
of
mics
shit.
really working out?
Before they put
that's
up with
exercise.
abortion.
That's
like
going
you're
to the
working
gym.
out. And then really the specials that you see are the ones that are edited and all those. They come with all those other different things. But when you're doing those open mics,
And it's because they've been
You know
going
where those
to
specials come
open
from?
mics and clubs
Exactly.
for fucking years.
Across they go to open mics across. I mean, they do their events across the country, and then the fucking whoever recorded, they pick the best set out of the whole thing, and then they put that one up.
And
So
then
there's
they go edit it and edit
exactly.
some shit out.
There's probably some where he probably bombed and shit like that, but they found the best one and they put that one up with the most laughs and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
that's dope.
Nah, that ass it's really that simple, bro.
Because I mean,
There's more that other people could be doing to help promote the shows, 100%. And it has gotten discouraging where I've blown up on other comedians and gotten frustrated about it. But at the end of the day, I'm at a point now where, I'll still tell the other comedians, like, help me help you. Like, I want fans of people at the shows too, but this is what we have to do. And I'll say it every once in a while, but I don't push the issue like I do. And when I get to a show and there's only 3 people in the crowd, the show must go on, and I'm here to do comedy.
Let's get it.
That doesn't mean I won't jump in the group chat and be like, hey, there's a crowd and I only have 2 comedians. Can somebody come, please? I need help.
Like, I was just even gonna ask you. I'll ask you fucking around here. I don't give a fuck. But before the shows, I'm gonna start practicing a set for my set, making sure that I'm good when I'm performing. You know what I'm saying? Before the comedian shows, if you have time, I can just get on the joint just to practice being on the stage, learn a stage presence, different things like that. And just doing that by yourself gives you the muscle memory. Like I take things in there like soccer, like so a lot of it now. I know that's my next step. Is like I got the making the music thing, but my next step is mastering the performance of things. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a discipline, and there's nuances to it. And there's different things you have to do.
I think
Man, you guys commanded the fuck out of that stage the other night, though.
that's the
You
name
really
of the game.
did.
was really
You
good.
guys really
And
commanded that
that's
stage.
what we want to do. That's what our main goal was making a family. Like luckily we're able to do it anyway regardless, but that was our main goal, was getting 17K, getting CED, getting all of us as Fredericksburg as a music scene to go to those open mics,
like,
and the fucking
if 17K would have been there, if CED would have been there, that joint would have been packed the fuck out.
And
I'm pretty sure they did know about it, but it is what it is, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so separated right now.
whatever,
Everybody's
yeah.
so separated right now and want to bash.
Everybody
the
wants to talk their shit.
At the
Everybody's
same time,
got their
I-
ego.
At the same
the
time,
problem
I haven't been
is-
to one of their shows. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to a couple.
I mean, I've been to a couple 17K shows, but recently I haven't been to none
Yeah,
of their
rappers.
shows, but I haven't heard of anything.
The problem is that that's what's hurting y'all. Like, y'all as a community. It's if you guys if they would understand that if y'all just get together one good time and see that this whole fucking city can be on one show together and not have no beef. You know how y'all
This
all
ain't
would
no
blow
beef.
up?
Change
But I'm
everything.
saying
This
they're
ain't
so
no
they're
beef.
so
Like-
integrated that it seems like it
Yeah.
is. It's like why you gotta be so integrated?
I think
That's
what's
how
happening
nigga.
too.
That's
Like,
like
you
you in the
gotta be like
classroom
that.
and
Yeah,
there's
but I'm
3 smart
saying,
kids.
yeah.
You got this nigga smart, this nigga smart,
Yeah.
this nigga smart. Class project comes. You can choose your own partners. They're not gonna work together.
I'm hit, but
You
the
know what
thing
I'm
is
saying?
they should. I'm saying.
But yeah, but
And
like
that's what will
that-
get
it
you
is what it
actually
is. There ain't
to
no
the
beef.
top
It's
quicker.
just like everybody wants.
What it seems to be.
Everybody
Everybody
wanna
want
do their own thing.
They want to stick out on their own.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no shame in that.
It's
sounds
not,
like you have a
it's
bunch of
not,
groups
but
of
it can help a lot.
individuals.
Exactly.
It can help a
If
lot.
we did, if we could.
So what it seems like there's like a couple different groups of individuals who are creating collectives like G Mind and 17K and this that, and then they're getting too cliquey within their. All right, this is our collective,
Like,
Not even,
and we
y'all,
do
'cause-
this, and fuck y'all.
Not
And it's
even.
like if you
But-
realize
no,
that
but
shit
it could
be-
if you,
but nah,
if you
Not
cross
fuck
into
y'all.
other
You
collectives.
see niggas at Walmart and still.
No, I'm not
just
saying let's fuck
that's
y'all.
right.
I'm just
Alright,
saying
I'm
like when it
saying,
comes to
like, yeah.
collaborating and shit.
Because I could even say
It's
this.
not
with
fuck y'all. It's
G-Mon.
just like niggas leave niggas on red. And you know what I'm saying? Like when I made my I don't even like these beat shirts, I talked to 17K. King 17KK. That's the dude who made my shirts. I got like 20 shirts from him.
You want to put them in the I Smoke shop?
Well, I'm gonna get some more, but the thing that's what I'm saying. Like it ain't even about like this and that and the third. It's all about like put the money up. It's like yeah, nigga, you don't like me, I don't like you. What you want? You want 500 for a feature?
Yeah.
All right, here's 500. Let's go kill this track real quick,
Yeah.
and then you can see how much money we've been missing
Right.
out on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if that's what you want, if that's what it takes, you know, let's
But
just
even
go through that.
even other than that, like G-Mon, like we have different collectives in our group. Like
Right.
it's a golden army. When we come together, it's a golden army. Like you seen the other night, it's SNF Cartel.
But it
It's
ain't even
Ear
about
Sex.
that,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? We able to bring everything together. That's the name of the game, is bringing everything together. The goal is to get everyone, because that's the best way to create the most pressure, is to have like a whole unity type of thing. Eventually, we'll get that. You know what
We're
I'm
gonna
saying?
have to get somebody on, and then we're gonna have to get some features. But I bet you one thing: if we get one nigga, the hottest nigga from 3 Things on one hot track, and we put that shit on the DMV, nigga, we ain't got shit to worry about.
No, that's
Like that ass, like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Omi, shout out to 17K WAP. You already know what it is, nigga. Like
Sure.
you know, let's talk.
Yes, sir.
I dig
It's
it.
all
Like,
love, bro.
nigga,
No, yeah.
it's all love, bro. Like we can smoke blunts, do all that shit.
All day.
Niggas want to take some tabs, like let's do this shit,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nigga, what, like we
Sounds
gonna
fun.
let's talk love, nigga.
See, and that's man, something I really want to do with the other comedians to like have like a bonding experience.
Nigga, I've been dying to do a skit with
Is
y'all
is-
niggas.
Yeah, do skits. Or I think
Yeah.
it would be really cool if a bunch of us got an Airbnb out in the mountains, like one of
I
them
think
nice
y'all about some
fucking
dope back mountain
Airbnbs.
shit.
I think it'll be dope to have
I
a
love the mountains,
Fredericksburg, to
though.
have a Fredericksburg project for music.
We can get some comedy skits in the on the joints, like on some Wu-Tang
Yeah.
shit.
That's the thing too. Is like, all right, okay, you recognize that these other comedians don't really want to do stuff and aren't motivated, and you recognize these other rappers aren't motivated. Shit, let's work with motivated rappers as a comedian and motivated painters as a comedian.
Exactly. That's why shout out to Blacks.
Nigga, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The
So
only
many
thing that
different-
matters is green. As long as you working, I can
Exactly.
fuck with you, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
if you gonna be talking shit and you ain't putting out nothing, I don't even know why I'm even listening,
There's no point in
entertaining
even
that
acknowledging
bullshit.
it, you know what
It's
I'm
like, yo, like, as long as you working,
even
we here. You know what I'm saying? I see you everywhere, so that's why when you hit me up, I know the answer and shit
We
like
all
that.
in one place.
If I don't
That's why-
see you and you talking like, yo, I got a comedy event coming up, like, nigga, I don't know you. Like, where you do comedy, downtown Fredericksburg, nigga, I ain't never see your ass around. Like, it don't even make any sense. Just saying, like, let's get to, like, yeah.
That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. A little bit of unity. We'll get it eventually.
So next Thursday, who's gonna perform? Let's set this show up right now.
Next
I want
Thursday,
Lamont. I always want Lamonte there.
I'll be-
'Cause
I'm-
he was
I'm
the first
definitely-
one to come
I'm
do
gonna
it.
have
They
my
got
shit.
that.
You?
They got some tracks they could
You?
do
I'm
together.
definitely gonna be there.
Turbo?
Yeah, Turbo for sure.
What's the other
Do
dude's name?
Bando.
Bando.
I'll
Yeah.
probably do next week
Yeah, next Thursday for sure.
because I could get my work schedule and everything.
That's what I'm suggesting. Yeah, next
Next
Thursday
Thursday.
after
For
the
sure.
show. We'll do an open mic and then y'all host the after party.
I want to get Bando. I want to get Turbo, Avery. I even want to get Majesty.
And we got Crook to do the DJing.
Crooked DJ.
So we got our own.
Yeah, I was about to say, does he have a setup and stuff?
Yeah, he got his own setup.
Because Lamonte's had to come and like hook up different wires to the one
Yeah.
PA we have in there.
Yeah. Could hook everything up along with Mike. They could probably handle everything. We can definitely do that next Thursday. So I guess we promoting that. What?
Yeah, we're promoting that.
Yeah, let's get it.
So I'll get a flyer.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
we make a flyer.
You can make a flyer. I can make one too.
Alright.
They use the iPad that I use flyers for as like the digital mixer for the podcast.
I'll
So
send you the flyer.
when he's done with that tonight, I can make one too.
For
So
Thursday?
For next Thursday
At Central Station.
at Central Station, Casey's Music Alley.
Sounds good.
G-Mom performing.
Yep.
Yep.
We should do that.
It'll
Get
be
the
just
list of
y'all.
performers.
Comedy open mic, after party hosted by G-Mine with performances by
Let's get it.
Boom.
I'm at the
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Knock the
I'm gonna have to
fuck out
cut the
that
photos. I'm gonna get on it as soon as I get to my iPad.
Y'all
I'm gonna have to
hear
stop
that
by my.
first.
I'm gonna have to stop by my mom so I can pick up my iPad.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of pictures by the way from your performances that I need to send to you.
Send me
Of
those
you
in the
guys.
message.
Yeah.
Because I was getting some good pictures of y'all.
That's good.
You know, it would be a good idea if we when we do the comedy pop-up shows, if we ended out with a little performance too.
Are you gonna be able to do that on Halloween?
Yeah.
We can't do it that week, but on the next one we can do that.
So it's not Halloween.
No. Halloween we're doing comedy, but I'm saying like I've been trying to do those showcases every month.
Oh yeah.
So the one we do
For the
in
Halloween one, are you doing like costumes?
costume contest,
Cool.
at I Smoke Shop costume contest,
I wanna
pop up
do
comedy
that.
show.
I like that.
And I'm gonna be in a costume. Y'all gonna have to guess who I am.
5 categories: best couple, sexiest, scariest, funniest, most original, and there'll be prizes for the winners of each of those
I'm about to win
categories.
something. I'm
Okay.
winning a
I can't.
category.
I was about to tell you who I
I'm
was about
winning
to
a
be.
category.
Avery, you're performing at that show, right? You're
I
taking
know, but I'm
off.
still gonna be dressed up. Y'all gonna have to guess who I am.
We start at 6 that night. It goes 6 to 8.
I bet.
And so it's perfect. Just like come to the smoke shop, see some comedy on. It's a Saturday night. Get your
Yeah,
fucking
we
roll ups, and then 8 o'clock you're out. You can go to the fucking Halloween parties.
Yeah. It's dope.
I'll be going to the rec center for the bass room that night, so that's gonna be fun.
It's dope. All right.
A lot of events happening.
I'm
out here,
excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in Fredericksburg, man.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to make like a little brochure.
For sure.
Yeah.
For the joint, yeah, for sure.
Somebody was telling me today I need to make like a schedule.
Not dead
That
ass.
shows, yeah.
Like dead ass.
Real shit, man, because we just gotta keep growing. This area is building.
It has so much
You
potential.
can see the
so
traffic.
much
Just in the
potential.
traffic alone, this shit's fucking getting bigger, man. Like everything.
Why not? We
We just
here.
gotta keep it exactly. Nigga. It's G-Mon all day.
It's G-Mine.
All day.
A Pistol Pain. J.L.D.
But yeah, man. But yeah,
Thanks
Toxic-
for having us.
I'm here for Toxic Traits, man.
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you.
for
Thank you
having
for
us.
coming, Lydia.
No
I'm excited to see you on the new podcast. I'm excited
I'm
to come on the
excited to do it.
podcast.
Wait.
While you're
Yes,
the
I
host.
want to
We're gonna
interview
set up an
you.
interview
I want
for
to
you,
interview
Y'all make
so
sure y'all
bad.
check out
We're
that
gonna do
Toxic Traits on Apple Music
Yes,
and
sir.
Spotify.
Toxic Traits pack just dropped.
Rilla 2020 still on Spotify and
Yo, go
Apple
subscribe
Music
to
as well.
JLD Mastermind on YouTube because
Yes,
he does
sir.
not have enough subscribers, and that's
And 'cause I
sickening.
got everybody
Subscribe
go
to
my
A Pistol
TV.
Pain as
And
well.
Go to my
as well,
TV.
yo. Go to my
Yeah.
TV. But yeah, Toxic
Subscribe
Traits
to the
coming
whole
soon.
fam, yo.
Real
G-Mon
shit.
Productions on
Shout out
Instagram.
Turbo. He just dropped a project. not
Super
too long
Turbo.
ago.
Shout out
I am
Turbo.
Take.
I Am Take. They just dropped something.
I am Takeaway.
They just dropped a collab.
Shout out
project.
Crookbrook.
Shout out Crook.
Fucking
Shout out everybody.
subscribe to this podcast, to my page.
Subscribe to
Subscribe
Scott.
to
Subscribe to make sure you
Everything.
follow
Most
the local
importantly, come to our
comedians.
live shows.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you're following these people, so you can
Our
find their
music is
live
good,
shows.
but I swear we sound better in
We're
our
better in
live
person.
shows.
Yeah.
We're better in person.
And
Yo.
that goes for the comedy as well.
I think the most important part too is we have a fuckload of fun. We have a lot of
Yo,
guys.
shout
Yes,
out to
we're some fun
17K
people,
WAP.
yo.
Shout out to CD,
Shout out to everybody,
Omi.
the whole family.
Shout out to all y'all.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk.
Yep, I'm
sir.
tagging all y'all on this.
Yes, sir. Real shit.
I thought you were.
Cheers,
I thought
guys.
that was-
Cheers, y'all.
Yep.
Thank you
This-
again.
this
Hell
the
yeah,
last
Thank
one.
you. Thank
This
you
a
so
sign
much.
out?
Yes, it's a sign
Yeah.
out. Now that we've shouted out everybody in the world, shout out Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
I know you a lie, nigga.
Bombs away.
No joke intended.